Good afternoon. Glad you're with us this Monday afternoon on Newsfeed. We start today with the state calling its first witness in the Nulane case over a 25 million rand feasibility study in the Free State. 6 accused and 2 companies are now on trial in the case. The spokesperson for the NPA's investigative directorate says it's the first big state capture case to reach a trial. The independent directorate, established by the President in 2019, was made permanent last year. When it started, was only going to last for just 5 years. Our reporter Erin Bates on standby for you now, watching this for you from the Free State. Erin, good afternoon to you. We're not allowed to broadcast witness testimony from this trial. Who is the person on the stand?
Yes, Stephen. So we have Mr. Mahlangu, who's from the National Treasury, now the first witness for the state, one of 35 names put forward by the investigative directorate of the NPA in the state capture matter, the Nulane case. Mahlangu had some pushback this morning about the documentation that he's been testifying on. Various counsel for some of those 6 persons, 8 accused altogether, including the 2 companies, Nulane and then also Island Site, over the veracity of the bundle with these documents, the contract, for example, between the Free State government and Nulane, evidence on the payments made by the Free State government to Nulane in 4 tranches in late 2011 into early 2012, which added up to that 24.9 million rand figure, which is at the heart of the state capture matter, now on trial and set down until the 3rd of March. So you may well see a lot of me, dangling my earphones and speaking to you outside court because, as you say, there is an order from the judge that we may not broadcast that witness testimony. And one of the concerns there raised by Advocate Mike Helen, senior counsel for Veronica Raghavan, former CEO of Oak Bay, was that it would then prejudice the evidence of upcoming witnesses who would then have sight of what their forebears, you could say, said to the judge and to the court.
And obviously the significance of this is that this is the first big state capture trial. If there's success here for the NPA, there'll be other prosecutions.
Yes, well, there are other prosecutions in the pipelines, but this is the one that's now gone to trial stage. Bear in mind, as you've already noted in the introduction, the ID of the NPA, which was announced by President Cyril Ramaphosa in 2019 with much pomp and circumstance, was established in many ways to really get to the heart of state capture cases, to drive them through the justice system. We're now in early 2023, and this is now going to trial. And the amount here is chump change in terms of alleged Gupta loot. We're only talking 25 million rand, but it seems, based on some of the evidence we've already heard about this morning, that the paper trail here is pretty watertight, Stephen. The money flows that have been checked in terms of bank accounts incorporated in South Africa, or companies incorporated in South Africa, bank accounts registered in South Africa, India, the UAE, and elsewhere. And so that may be how the ID of the NPA nabs these alleged criminals, including close associates of the Guptas like Iqbal Sharma, who had a chit-chat with me outside court over lunch, and our colleague Katleho, who's kindly holding my phone. That's what we're going to be seeing over these coming weeks in the High Court in the Free State.
Erin Bates, thank you very much indeed, of course, live from the High Court in Mangaung.